So we recently got the opportunity to visit the Starlux Galactic Lounge at the Taipei Airport, and we really wanted to love it and heard so many good things about it, and the space theme looked incredible in photos. But after spending a few hours here before our flight home from Taipei to Ontario, there are 3 major things that no one really talks about that you need to know before you visit. My name is Max and I help people maximize their airline miles, hotel points, and credit card points. And so the lounge has cool features, solid food, unique space theme, and a helpful staff, but there's more to the story, and I think you deserve the full picture. So remember to like and subscribe button down below, and let's get started. So let's start with what Starlux got right. And this is not a purely negative review. The lounge overall is not bad. First, the space theme is genuinely impressive. It feels like you're entering a space station from the moment that you walk in. The sliding glass doors, the lighting design, the Galactic Lounge name, staff uniform even looks like a sci-fi movie vibes, and it's a really refreshing approach to the airport lounge. Most airport lounges look really identical. Beige walls, generic furniture, plants, and super boring. Well, Starlux did something different, something completely different, and I really appreciate that effort. They fully commit to the theme, the bright yellow lockers, the Snoopy collab. The color scheme is way more playful than EVA Air or China Airlines, which those feel more traditional and more stuffy. Starlux is like the fun younger brother airline. It's a newer airline, it's making impressions, and it wants you to have a memorable experience, which I think they accomplished with the cohesive space theme. The design really works. Aesthetically, it's well executed, and it photographs really well, which is great for marketing. And so that's the good news. Now, what they don't show in the marketing is that the lounge is shockingly small. You walk in and there's the lockers on the left, there's a newspaper and magazine stand on the right, and the food buffet, and then there's one main seating area in the back. In addition to that, there's a hallway with bathrooms, and that's basically it on the first floor. Maybe I was expecting something a little bit more because this is their flagship lounge. All of their international flights depart from here to Ontario, Seattle, and all their routes to the US. They depart from this terminal and this airport lounge. And I thought it would be massive, and it's not. It's actually pretty cramped. Our flight was about 50% full, so we found seats fine, but imagine 2 business class flights that are completely full at the same time. This can get really chaotic and really hectic really fast because the space is so small. Okay, so there's more space downstairs, which is great. The whole second floor is just full of seating and the dining area, but there's a catch. There's no elevator. It's a 2-story lounge. It's a relatively pretty new lounge. It's a luxury airline competing internationally, and there's no elevator. Well, I mean, like usually I wouldn't complain about this. If you're a solo traveler with a backpack, not a big deal, but that's really not our lives anymore. We have carry-on luggage, our personal items, and we're traveling with our baby. So we have strollers and car seats and all that stuff. And we're also traveling with our parents as well. So they're older passengers. Stairs with heavy luggage can be kind of challenging. And so it's not a good look. And it's a pretty steep set of stairs as well, which I find really surprising because you have to carry all your luggage up and down the stairs if you plan to sit downstairs. But downstairs does have the better seating in my opinion. It's more spacious. You can spread out. They also have a dedicated dining area with its own food setup downstairs as well. So you don't have to go upstairs to get the food. You can go downstairs and there's a food setup specifically for the second floor. Another odd choice downstairs is that the bathrooms are right against the hallway. So the doors open and you see directly into the men's restroom and the women's restroom as well. If the doors are open, people walking by can see the men's urinals and the men's urinals being used, which is kind of weird. And I'm sure if this was in the US, this would probably violate some privacy code and you would need frosted glass or something like that. It just felt weird overall. Now for the food, Starlux does a really good job here at this lounge. There's a QR code on every table. You can order an extensive a la carte menu from your phone. And this is really awesome. I love the system. I wish more airport lounges would do this and get rid of their buffet. It's convenient. You don't have to flag down a staff. And they had traditional Taiwanese stuff and also Western option as well. I ordered mini sliders and emphasis on mini because this thing came out to be super tiny. It was tasty though. I also ordered a pepper pork bun and a soup as well. And everything tasted great. No complaints on the quality of the a la carte food. The buffet was also really well done as well. There's several hot food options and everything is organized and fresh. The staff did an excellent job of keeping everything clean and organized. Just look at the salad bar. It's pretty much perfect. There's nothing out of place. There's no ingredients mixed. Everything is stacked perfectly and everything is labeled and neat. There's also an unlimited alcohol section. There's Kavalan whiskey, which is a local Taiwanese whiskey that's made on the island, and I really appreciate that. The drink fridge also had a ton of options as well. There's this tea, which looks very futuristic, which is on brand for the space theme. I grabbed one for the flight. I got the 4-season tea and it was delicious. Right next to the drink fridge, fridge, there's a single serving ice cream cups with some unique flavors like assam tea, which is very Taiwanese as well. Upstairs has a similar food setup. I think upstairs has a few additional hot food items like this hot dog roller. So it's interesting because Starlux is a luxury airline, but hot dogs are like lower quality food that you can find at a gas station at 7-Eleven in the US. I didn't get a chance to try any of it. And it also might be because like Starlux has a partnership with the Dodgers as well. And so they have American style hot dogs as well as a cheese variation of hot dogs with all the condiments. The dessert selection looked pretty great as well. So food wise, no complaints. And I think it's a strong point for the lounge. So here's my honest take on the Starlux Galactic Lounge. It's unique, it's different, it's clean, it's well organized, the food is solid, the staff is genuinely helpful. They offered to remove the reserve sign for a party of 6, but we ended up wanting to sit downstairs anyways, which is really nice of them. And the space theme is memorable. It gets your imagination going about what the future of space travel might look like. And Starlux does a really good job of executing its vision. It's detailed, it's cohesive. It kind of feels like Disneyland where everything is on theme down to the smallest details. But size is a big problem. And there's also no elevator as well, which is a real accessibility issue. And if you had like 2 international flights taking off at the same time, which they do every night, I feel like this lounge can get really chaotic, especially if those flights are full. So should you avoid the Starlux Galactic Lounge? No, I don't think so. I think it's a really cool lounge and it's definitely worth visiting. I thought it would just be a different experience, a more grand, larger experience. I still think it's a very interesting lounge and overall an experience that's worth it, but I just want to set realistic expectations when you go because this is the flagship lounge, but it has those limitations and that's the reality. Going in knowing that it's gonna be smaller than expected, you might have to navigate stairs with your luggage, and during peak times, if your flights are full, it's gonna be kind of crowded. But they have good food, it's a cool vibe, and you can get some unique photos for Instagram. So if you've been to the Starlux Galactic Lounge, comment below and let me know what you think. Did you have a similar experience or did you love it? I'm also working on a Starlux flight review as well, which I'll link on the screen when that's available. We flew round trip from LA to Taipei and Taipei back to Ontario. And spoiler alert, eat up in the lounge because the food on the flight was not that good. So remember to like and subscribe button down below. Thanks for watching this far and I'll see you guys in the next one.